Hello. Greetings from California. Sorry I'm not there. Anne asked me to tell you a little bit about why we decided to do a paradox group. And I'm trying to kind of give you a little history. First off, when I came back from India last year, I was just on fire with the potential we all possess and how few of us ever really take it on. And it's important. I mean, I felt like, well, everybody has a seat here in this world. And most of us hold back because we doubt ourselves, we don't think we have enough education or experience or whatever. And I feel like now is the time, because the world is in a chaos. And if we can't be balanced and we can't love ourselves, how can we share anything with anybody else? So I remembered back, I met Dan and Ava 16 years ago in Perth, and I remember, looking at my own paradox report, and they showed me strengths that I didn't even know I had because they were so easy. But where I really learned was from the imbalances, because I could see how I had sabotaged my life and how I wasn't even aware of why or how it had happened. So anyway, when I came back from India this time, Anne and I got together and I said, well, Anne, I'm not interested in helping companies develop their employees or train their employees or use Harrison for selection. But what I really am on fire about is helping people become more balanced and take a seat. Recognize their own strengths. Love themselves. Because from that point I felt like they could love everybody. They could open their mind big, so we don't have all these polarities and pulls and imbalances that is the kind of the suffering of the world, I think, now. Anyway, we started these groups in our living room, and the first group was just friends, because we wanted to make sure that we practiced on somebody that loved us anyway, whatever we did. And we learned a lot. We learned how valuable listening is, and that you can't stuff this down somebody's throat. We started by giving them lots of homework so that they would stagger in every week without their reports done. And then we learned that what we really are trying to do is help people integrate these paradoxes into their life and reflect and see if they can see what's happening. And I think now with the second group, which, and luckily we've had a lot of psychologists in these groups, 3 PhDs so far, so we're getting a lot of feedback that's not just, lightweight, that we're much more organized with the material. Anne has gotten the reports so that we take them in sections and we don't try to overload them, and we try to develop a rapport so that they're not intimidated by it. Anyway, we've had very, very good feedback, and I think it's honest feedback. And now what I realized after one of these groups, there was a PhD, a woman there, and she said, you know what? She was kind of a cafe person, so she was pretty strong. And she said, you know what? I think that I really love myself better now, even though I know I have all these things to look at and consider. She also didn't like feedback, low on self-improvement. But anyway, what I feel now is that these paradoxes are not who we are. Who we are is very, very deep, answering a question that is ancient, age-old. Who am I? But what happens, we get so distracted by these pushes and pulls within ourselves that we can't really take ourselves in. We can't really recognize who we are, our essential nature. So to sum it all up, I feel like all these people that have been coming are like snowflakes. There are no two that are the same. so different. But underneath it all, they're all made of the same thing, water. So I hope this answers a little bit of Anne's question. Sorry I'm not there.